The Hyundai Ioniq 5, should you get one? Let's find out from someone who has one. So Vicky, this is your car.
It is.
And we have to say Hyundai now, don't we?
Hyundai.
Was it Hyundai when you bought it?
No.
Or was it no? So it was a Hyundai.
Hyundai, yes.
So how long have you had this?
I've had it about a year and a half. I had a Land Rover Discovery just before this. I was a bit nervous about going to something a bit smaller, but to be honest, it's got quite a lot of space in it.
That was the first thing. I remember when they revealed this car and they put the first photos out, and I thought, oh, it looks like a sort of a Golf size or something, but it really isn't, is it?
No, it's a lot bigger. And the design of it inside as well, with the there's no kind of panel on the left-hand side for the gear stick, so you've got loads of space at the front. I carry a lot of children and dogs and all sorts, and there's loads of space for a good long journey on it. It's well designed.
And is this your first electric car?
Yes.
And how are you finding that?
Finding it good. Again, we were a bit nervous about that for a start, but this isn't our main car, so this is really just used for school runs and shorter journeys, although I do some longer ones during the week. I haven't yet had a problem of not charging it, so I've got a charging point at home. I have charged it on the road when we've done long trips in it, and it's getting easier by the day, really. Now we know what we're doing as well, but there's a lot of charging points.
So did you get the charger installed at home when you
Yes.
bought this?
Yes.
Okay. So you, generally speaking, you'd sort of charge up overnight, do you,
Yes.
most days?
Try to remember to do it overnight when it's cheaper.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes I forget and I have to quickly put it on in the morning. But it doesn't take that long to do it, really.
Have you ever been caught out?
No.
No. Well,
I try
good.
not to run it right down, just in case, because you never know where you're going to have to go to in the day if you get an emergency call out with children or anything. So I tend to leave it with about 40 miles in, just in case.
So for family duties, as you say, you've got children, you've got the dog, you are not wanting for any more space. You find this a perfect size.
Perfect size, surprisingly, because I didn't think it would be. But yeah, fit everything in. Baby seats, everything.
And how about the whole experience of owning a Hyundai in terms of the dealer experience, reliability?
Been great. Yeah. It's actually a leased vehicle as well, so I deal with them for servicing, and they phone me up to remind me about things. Yeah, it's great. Great.
So would you recommend this car?
I would now. Yeah, I would. There's a couple of little silly niggles, but nothing, major on it.
What would you say are the things that you love the most?
I think it is the space. I love the fact that I don't have to fill it with petrol, but I suppose you'd get that with any electric vehicle. It's quiet, it's comfortable.
And what about those niggles that you just mentioned then?
Oh, the silly niggles like the back windscreen wipers missing.
Right.
So I don't have a very clean windscreen in this awful weather. To turn the alarm off on the inside, it's about 10 button presses on the inside computer system. So if you turn your engine off, then realise you haven't disarmed the alarm, you've got to turn it back on, wait for it to fire up, press again. So I'd like I used to be able to just do it with a key on the outside of the door.
Yeah. What about the tech and the infotainment?
Yes, great. Yeah, it's got everything that I need on it. And it's got wireless charging for the phone. It's pretty close to just everything on it that you need.
Everything you need.
Yeah.
That's really good to hear. And in terms of when you were looking at moving on from the Land Rover, did you have other cars that you had on the shortlist? Had you considered others?
Yeah, I'd had a Lexus previously. We loved that. That was my favourite, one of my favourites, and I had another look at that. But to be honest, I drove it and I felt just as comfortable in this.
Right.
So this had more advantages.
So it was between this and the Lexus,
Yes,
and you went, and that was the moment you thought, right, we're going to go full electric.
Yeah.
And was that the plug-in hybrid with the Lexus, or
Yes.
Yeah. You just thought you'd go full throttle with the
full thing.
These handles are pretty good. How do these work?
About that.
How do you open?
Press the bobbly bit and pull it at the other side.
Ah, look at that.
Yeah, actually, that was one of my niggles to start with.
Was it?
Yeah, I've trapped my finger in it a couple of times.
Do you now like it, or would you still prefer a handle?
I think I'd still prefer a handle.
Right.
Yeah, when you've got your hands full, you can't do it with one hand.
Right.
It's hard to do it with one hand. That's when I've trapped my finger.
But I mean, this is fantastic space in here, isn't it? This is lovely.
Yeah, it is.
And you're right, absolutely no
handbag goes down
bit
there.
at all.
That lifts up as well, so you've got it is really quite roomy.
That's really lovely. Comfy seats.
Yeah.
And the infotainment here, so
it's all just done on central dashboard.
And do you generally use Apple CarPlay or Android, or do you generally use the?
I just use this really. My husband uses it. I don't really. Yeah. So you've got your nav system. It's all done by buttons here. So what you'd expect from a nav system, put your favourite destinations in, search.
It looks like you've got hotkeys here for most things.
Yes.
And
on your steering wheel, you know, so you could operate your phone off here, voice recognition, press your dial, stick it into drive mode. So a lot of it's on here as well.
Do you find generally that you can just get in this car, literally turn it on and go?
Yes. Yes.
That's lovely. And in the back, plenty of space here as well. It looks like some pretty good leg room.
Yes, lots of leg room, yeah.
And round the back, there's the boot. So you've got a powered tailgate.
Yes, plenty of space in here. I kept prams in here and all sorts. It is what I was worried about, was whether I had enough space or not. And honestly, I've never got stuck yet.
So, okay, out of 5, comfort?
5.
Reliability?
5. Never had a single problem with it.
Driving and handling?
Great, yep, 5. Even in this icy weather, it's been great on the road. Felt quite comfortable in it.
So overall, out of 5?
I'd give it a 5.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
And
so would you consider maybe having another one after this?
Yes.
This feels
Yes,
like
I
your
would.
car?
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. And if you agree with Vicky's comments, if you have a Hyundai Ioniq 5, let us know down in the comments below, and we'll look out for more owner reviews coming very soon.